Okay, so the beginning part of my story. So I didn't know much about Light Up the Dark before I got into the Lighthouse.
I was in Kansas City. I had lost my job. I was in and out of a homeless shelter. I didn't know where to go. I had no direction.
My marriage was failing. I was in active addiction. I have 3 kids. I had tried killing myself, running away, just trying to leave everything.
Nothing was going right. Nothing in my life was going right. I was in a place that I didn't really know. I was in a city I didn't really know. I had no car, no job. I hadn't seen my kids in a long time. My parents wouldn't talk to me. I didn't know what to do or where to go or who to call upon to give me some kind of direction.
Things were going bad, and they were only going to get worse.
I felt for the first time death. I felt like this is it. This is where it's going to end soon. I got to the point where I knew that if I didn't change or do something different, that something bad was going to happen. May, got into a fight, failed a drug test, was back here, had nothing, stayed in lines for 2 weeks, spent my last $20 on meth. And then the next day my sister came and picked me up and said, nope, no more. And I went and met you guys. I called, talked to Heather, and that's when my mom brought me down here to meet you at the college. It looked horrible. I looked beaten and broken. That was before. Okay.
Light Up the Dark is an unapologetically Christ-centered group of people who come alongside anybody who wants to start again.
Moving in, me and my 3 girls, the toilet backed up and everything, all I could think was oh man, I'm just ruining this from the start. And so I was just sure that next day that they'd be this is too much, I can't, right? And I was just waiting for the shoe to drop and for them to be okay, I don't think you're fit for this. And it was never like that. Being a drug addict for so many years, I just thought that, well, cool, they're gonna give me a free place to stay. And little did I know that there would be such a connection and how the walls just tumbled down after, we got to know each other and we broke down these barriers and these triggers. And then through that trust, we came closer to God. And you guys were always there, just cheering me on. If I would have ever relapsed, you wouldn't have automatically dropped me. You would have been okay, how can we fix this? What do we need to try to do different? How can I help you not go and do the same thing?
Whether it's in Lighthouse or in our prison ministry or in our classes, what we're doing is connecting people to real resources and real tools and real power to change their lives.
Every piece that's missing in a broken person's life, you guys have thought about it. And not only are we teaching them, we're also holding ourselves accountable.
When I was called to Light Up the Dark, I just told him, it was maybe last night or the night before, it was actually God calling me. Whatever his garbage is, I have the same garbage. So in the end, I get drawn closer to God just as he does.
My Lighthouse experience was scary at first. Then once she and I got our relationship figured out, it was night and day. We trusted each other. I knew she was telling me the truth.
It was just an absolutely amazing experience that could have been from no other person but God.
100%.
You spend 18 months with them and provide them with support and all these resources that are available to them. And if they put the work in, we're going to walk alongside them. And I'm just happy to be a part of that.
When I first came into Lighthouse, I had warrants for my arrest. I was in debt up to my ears. I just bought a house of all things in life that I thought I would never do again. I have my kids back and we have become so close. I have made friendships that will last forever. I have become a parent that my kids look up to. I'm trustworthy.
And so to watch that process and what came out of it and how she is today, and I got to be part of that. And that's a blessing, and she's a blessing.
I love you.
I love you too.
And that's what Light Up the Dark is so important, because the things that we have in our minds that are so tangled up that we think that we can never untangle, that life is just going to be like this forever, it doesn't have to be. It takes time, it takes the correct setting, it takes the correct people, and it takes a whole lot of God. And once you have all three of those in your life, nothing is impossible.
If you follow Lighthouse, the rest is living.
If you've tried life and you've tried it in so many different ways and you can't seem to get going like I did for the last 20 years, and if you're screaming at God and wondering what is going on, why your life has never started, come talk to us and let's try to figure out a plan. If I could tell you my full story, anything is possible. God is here, He is real, and if you want a place where you can explore that, Light Up the Dark's the place.
If you want to connect with us, check out any of our social media accounts pasted below, or visit our website at www.lightupthedark.live.